show the bag. This is everything. Yes, Harry.
This is your bag.
This is everything we brought on Harry's vacation.
He knows this is his bag. He's been sniffing it since we've gotten home.
Okay, but you're gonna have to move. So we have to put it on the ground.
You want to take everything out that we brought on vacation?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's start with the first item.
All right, we're gonna just start top and work our way down.
Yes.
No specific order.
This is not in order of importance.
I do suggest bringing just a big bag like this one of all of the stuff. It's reusable. If it gets wet, it's not the end of the world. Simple to clean, and if something happens to it, you can just throw it out.
Yeah, for sure.
And Harry can help you carry it. All right, bud, you want to take this one out first? First thing, especially because we were going on a hiking trip and we knew it was going to be a little rainy and that he would probably smell, we did end up giving him a bath on the trip. So we brought shampoo. I don't have the conditioner in here anymore. Conditioner, along with that, the hair dryer. And we were able to give him a bath just like we would at home, right? It was actually easier there because they had a bathtub and we don't have a bathtub yet.
Yeah, we only have a shower. So, you know, you don't want to give your dog a bath on vacation, but we had to, especially because he went to the beach for the first time ever and was all up in the sand.
Yeah, he got pretty dirty, right?
Yeah. So
I guess along with that, we brought his shoes. We didn't end up using them, but I think we would have if it was hotter. He was fine walking around. All of the trails were very nice. Nothing that he could have really stepped on. We never went off of a trail. But if we were on asphalt or something like that, I think we would have ended up using these. That was like the main, between that and the snow was the reason we got these. They don't take up a ton of room, especially his little paws. So I do suggest still bringing these just in case, you never know.
yeah, if it's the middle of the summer and you're going to be outdoors, especially on concrete or asphalt or anything. Shoes for sure.
He hates them.
Yep, when he was a puppy, we had to take him potty outside in the parking lot, and he would get his paws so hot, and you start lifting them up. So that's why we bought the shoes.
We have a little guy who likes the camera here.
Yep.
I guess the next thing while he's sitting here nicely, we brought this harness. I really liked having this harness. I like using it even just around town anymore. But specifically because we were doing the hiking, again, it has the front clip, it has a back clip. The handle actually came in use a lot.
It really did, especially when we were out eating.
Yeah, and when we were taking pictures and stuff on some of the rocks, just to have that little added security. It's a super durable handle. And on this, we have his name tag. Definitely suggest that for sure.
Yeah.
You never know.
Obviously,
right?
You know, you want your phone number or, you know,
yeah, we just
something
have
on
our
there.
phone number and his name. I never feel comfortable with my address on there just in case, but.
Yeah, but the harness, where's it from?
PetSmart or Petco?
Or, I mean, what's the brand?
Oh, Arcadia Trail.
Yeah, this is a really good one, and the front clip is great because he likes to eat stuff off the ground and, you know, get into things, so you can really control him with the front clip here. So we were able to guide his head, and if he was getting into something, quickly bring him up.
And it has some reflection parts, can't really see them, but at nighttime the reflection shows up. The buckles that go around his body area are nice and big. They won't accidentally come off. They're hard sometimes to get undone, but I'd rather it be that way than him be able to slip out of it.
For sure.
He seems to like it.
Yep, you like it?
Yeah.
Okay, next we have his Pup Flask water bottle. This was great for any outdoor adventure. It's amazing. 40 ounces of water, stays super cold, and it folds out into a little bowl. Oh, there's no water in there right now. Is there?
There might be a...
No, nothing. So yeah, it's great because you don't have to bring a separate bowl. So
it was great in the car too.
Yes.
Just so he had the water in, because it's 40 ounces. That's a lot of water. So
yeah,
that was really helpful.
Yeah, would definitely recommend this one. We'll put some links in the description for some of these products we suggest. Let's see what else here. The bowl.
Uh-oh.
The F word bowl.
Yeah.
The FOOD.
The slow feeder, because someone here loves eating.
Yeah.
But this one was just super easy to bring too. Really easy to clean. Because at home we use that, a snuffle mat, puzzles, something different every meal.
Yeah, if your dog doesn't, need a slow feeder, then you could just use any bowl or dish on vacation. But we had to bring our own to slow them down a little bit. So yeah, brought this guy. Let's see what else.
We went away for 4 days, so I brought 4 days worth of food, breakfast and dinner, in one of these, actually 2 of these, because it was not enough to bring one. And I brought a few days extra worth of food just in case, you never know. Put it in here. As soon as we got home, we were able to put it right into the dishwasher. I also brought a smaller size that we could take while we were out to dinner or hiking, just to make it a little more, thank you, friendly and portable. Yeah, so
yeah,
I suggest bringing this one. We also have another water bottle. We didn't bring it with us, but it has half water, half food compartments. That would have worked too. This is just a little more conspicuous to hide in my purse or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, just think about anything you do at home with your dog. They have their meals, they have their bowls. If you're going to go away for multiple days, you need to obviously be prepared for all that stuff, right?
Yeah, while packing for him, I actually made a whole list on my phone weeks before we left, and kind of as we went through our daily routine with him, wrote things down of what we may need. Trying not to overpack, but bringing things that just in case he gets dirty, what things do we have for that? In case, he needs a slow feeder, we need to have something like that. Which one works best? Do I need 2 of them? That sort of thing.
Yeah, and we use most of the stuff, right? Almost everything.
We used everything.
So, yeah. We were fearful of overpacking, but definitely didn't.
No.
And we'll include a list in the description too. You could download just like a checklist for puppy vacations. What else?
Yeah. That's actually maybe the one thing we didn't use, but
we could have.
I think especially this one has the suction cups, and what I didn't think about doing was maybe making one up the night before and sticking it to the car window. Might have been a good idea just to pass the time. We were in the car for like 12 hours. So
yeah, this would definitely be a good car activity
that we should probably do next time that I just didn't think of until right now.
Yeah, on the way to our vacation, it was raining so bad. We were driving 10 plus hours. So he was a little bored in the car. We couldn't let him out as much. The way home was better. He got out. We came up with some other ideas, but
on the way there, we were only able to stop to let him go to the bathroom, stretch his legs, and get back in the car. He didn't want to be out there either. He doesn't really like the rain.
No.
He'll tolerate it, but he won't have fun out in it.
And that's why he needs a raincoat. So we brought his little Lucy & Co. raincoat with his sharks on one side and his fisherman yellow on the other.
We did end up using that.
Yeah, we use this a lot. If you like Lucy & Co. stuff, use the code LCHPupper for 15% off any of Lucy & Co.'s stuff. It's great, high quality. All we do is buy stuff from them constantly.
He's very excited about his bag.
You want to go in that bag?
He thinks we're going away again.
Why? Because it's all your good stuff in this bag? We brought a toy. His squeaky.
We brought a few toys.
Yeah, we brought a lot of toys. We don't have them all in this bag.
This one's name is Rocco.
Yeah. Harry has names for his toys. There's Tony, there's Rocco.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Yeah.
We put them in the car, but also in the hotel room. They were great just to have in bed. And we had his normal stuffies that we keep in bed with him when we're home. So we made sure to bring those too. This is just one of the, I think we brought like 5 or 6 toys. We didn't want to overdo it at the same time.
Yeah.
Just things that we knew he would like.
Right. And some of his bigger plush toys that he sleeps with, that was good to bring because he felt more at home in the hotel bed. So.
The first night in the hotel, it wasn't like he was scared, but he knew something was different. He didn't quite know what was up, like, are we staying here forever? Or
Right.
And I think there were a few times you said in the middle of the night where like he heard a sound, and normally he'll sleep through anything. But he woke up, didn't freak out or anything, but was definitely more aware. I think that kind of helped to just give him some sort of normal sense of this is fine, we're fine. Bless you.
For sure. Yeah.
Bless you.
Okay. You're good. All right. What else? You can reach.
Flea and tick collar we used every day, especially again on the hike. We don't want any fleas or ticks. Harry, you hate this thing. Simple, easy to pack. We use it around the house too.
Yes. At the dog park, you know.
Another thing that we did for him just to be comfy is bring one of his blankies. We brought it in the car, but we also, I did steal it once in the car ride. What is wrong? Along with that, we brought a few size towels. We brought like regular big beach towels, but then also some small hand towels. This way, the small hand towels are for his paws, drying them off, just drying him off. The big towels, I put one across the back seat in the car. And we should put a picture of the setup we had in the back seat.
Okay.
Because it has how I set up the towel.
Yeah.
We also put it on the bed, and that was kind of like his little place because the day he got wet, it was hard to keep him off the bed. And we understood. So once we knew he was kind of dry, we put the towel down and he was fine to go up on the bed. And just in case of any sort of accidents,
and if they eat snacks or you do give them a lick mat or something like that, the towel will save your car. Even though we did just go vacuum her car today anyway, but still.
Yeah.
Still
Just
kept
in
it
case.
pretty clean.
Yeah.
And him pretty clean. Speaking of that, we also brought the Earth Bath Tushy wipes, which we use for his paw and his face and, you know, whatever.
We did have to use them on his tushy.
We did. We did. When he got poop on the hotel sheets.
Just a small amount.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Weird.
But at least we brought them.
Yeah, and with the towel, you know, they dry them off pretty well, but sometimes the mud and the dirt stays on there even after a dry towel. So you do want one of those damp wipes to really clean them off before getting them back in the car.
Yeah, and we don't want him to feel dirty just because we're on vacation. We brought things so that if he got dirty, we could definitely take care of it.
Right.
Harry, please
But
don't eat
nobody
those.
wants to hear the crinkle of the Tushy wipes. So.
Yeah, definitely us. What are we gonna, okay, we're gonna bring out your next favorite things. These are only some of the TREATS that we brought. I don't think we ended up giving him, we really went for most of the training stuff. We may have given him one or two of these just for being a good boy. Bring way more than you think you need.
Yes.
We ended up buying some when we were there. Luckily, it's a dog-friendly place, so it was easy. But we ended up, it was a great training experience for him, so we needed a lot of those training treats.
Yeah, especially if your dog is into treats and food rewards, bring so many. So many.
Just in case. And you know, if you're not going to use them all on vacation, you're going to end up using them when you come home.
Yes. For sure. We brought the trusty comb.
Our favorite guy.
Yeah. We used it every single day.
Every day.
We had to. We had to.
Yeah. Right? Just
Yep.
like this?
Obviously.
Don't do that.
Keep
He's
the mats
still
out.
not a big fan of it,
No,
but
he hates
he tolerates it better.
He does.
I don't know what he's after.
Oh,
Oh, he stole his other toy.
he stole a toy. We'll let him have this.
We bought that for him there. That was a great one. It's a Benebone or Lumabone, either one. That was a big help at restaurants. Pass the time. He really is just loves to chew. The regular toys, they pass time for a couple minutes, but that he can focus on. It was a great thing to keep his mind occupied while we were trying to eat lots of lobster.
Yes, for sure. If your dog likes a hard chew toy, then bring one of the Luma Bones or Benabones because it'll keep him occupied for such a long time.
We got him a fish one since we were in Bar Harbor.
Yep.
Figured that was fitting.
It was appropriate.
It was.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do while you're trying to eat delicious Maine seafood dinners is constantly like take care and yank your dog away from whatever they're getting into. So that kept him so occupied.
Yeah, he was great on the entire trip. I could go on and on about how great he was and how much more he improved from the day we left to now. Like today we had breakfast and lunch outside and he just sat next to us. We didn't even have the leash. Like no, like just completely relaxed. We were relaxed. Everyone was relaxed. It was great.
Yeah.
And I'm not a relaxed person.
Yeah, he leveled up. He leveled up on vacation.
Hopefully we stay that way.
Yep.
The next thing, we brought a whole many rolls of poop bags. Can't go wrong, especially we were in a national park. Always clean up after your puppy. And we ended up running out while we were there. Luckily, we had many to choose from. And I figured this way, in case anyone else ran out, we had plenty to go through. So I don't mind sharing those. I'd rather people clean up after their dogs. I'm just going to hide things back there for now because I don't trust him.
Okay. Next, some paw balm. This is really good for, hiking, even walking on the rocky beach, anything along those lines to keep your dog's paws protected from the outdoors.
Yeah, I really like this one. It's also for his nose. Just any sort of protection a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah, that's it. Not much about that one. You have to look cute.
Yes, you do.
So
I don't think he actually wore any bandanas.
brought some bandanas. I know. Like, you have to be prepared. It's just like a human overpacking clothes.
Yeah. They luckily take up a little bit of room. The last thing, we don't have his other one. We brought 2 leashes with us. We brought his regular leash, which is hanging up, which has his poop bag dispenser on it, a treat container, and I think that's it. I also brought this leather leash. It's kind of when we don't mind getting dirty. It's both of his leashes. This is another 4-foot leash. I figured in case he wanted to go in the water or if it was muddy, I knew it was going to be cold and kind of rainy. We don't care about this one as much, and it's very hardy. A lot of dogs I've had over the years have used it, so just brought this one. I don't think we ended up using it.
If it was nicer out, we probably would have been in the water and used that, but definitely good to have it if you have a nicer leash that you don't want to get dirty and soaked. So
for sure.
Yeah. I have a bonus item. This goes along the lines of the Benabone, Luma Bone thingy.
Luma Bone, yeah, this guy.
Yeah, this is a yak chew, and it's supposed to be really healthy for dogs. What is it? Yak's milk, lime, and salt.
Salt, yeah.
3 ingredients, and it's hard, and you just chew it like a hard chew toy.
Yeah, and then once it gets really low, I probably end it very much higher than it needs to be, but I have a fear of my dog choking. You can soak it in water for a little while and then put it in the microwave and it blows up like a Cheeto, a harder Cheeto. And he actually had the other one today. And it's just a fun little snack for them. We gave him this. This one keeps his attention a little bit more than the Benabone, but I like to swap him out. I'm always worried about his mouth being sore or bleeding too much. So we tried to swap him out so that he had kind of both. This one does make a mess at times. My back seat of the car would prove that. It lasts a long time. We ended up buying a second one while we were there.
Or, maybe 2 days.
It lasted a couple of days, yeah. We ended up buying, we probably didn't need to buy another one while we were there, but we knew we had a long ride home, something to keep his mind occupied, so we bought another one. He's actually been chewing this one today, so that's why it's a bit lower. It was probably a few inches higher.
Yeah.
But yeah, he loves these things. I'm so happy we found these. But yeah, it's way harder than you would expect.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it feels like a bone.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much it.
There is one other thing, which we don't have the other one, but they kind of go hand in hand. Let's see. I think we maybe have this linked also. Oh, Harry loves this. This is his car seat. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, get in your seat.
Yeah, and he likes to dig in it before he... That's why we have the handle on the harness.
Yep.
Can I show this real quick?
Harry, come.
Go see Papa.
Come here.
I know, it... Jesus. So, super comfy. We actually need to wash it. That's why we brought it in. I like to wash it after long trips. Has some pockets on the sides. That's where we like to keep his toys. A buckle that goes around the headrest, and then a buckle that goes around the whole seat. And this clip just hooks onto his harness and keeps him in. We did things a little differently for this trip because it was going to be so long. I didn't want him to feel so confined that we got one of the, we should link this also. What is it, like a seat belt for dogs where it almost looks like a regular seatbelt, but it's much smaller. You clip it into the seatbelt clip. On the other end of it is a very similar hook. You hook it onto their harness, and it's a nice, sturdy hook. It's very big, which makes me feel a lot more comfortable driving. And it gives him, he just laid down, but he was able to go from the car seat to the seat next to him and kind of just stretch out a little bit more and play with his toys over there. I would set up the car that way every time we go on a long road trip.
It gives them the freedom to, just readjust and play while still being like safe.
His bed in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves this thing. And he's probably a little bit big for it, but what he also did was
in and out of it.
Yeah, he was like laying on the seat next to it, using this as like a headrest at one point. I think it just makes him feel comfy. This has been his car seat since we got him.
Yeah. Since you were a baby. Yeah.
I think that was everything.
I think so. Well, like I said, I'll include the list in the description. Make sure you download that, and if you enjoy these sorts of travel videos, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, because we're going to be posting so much travel stuff, day trip stuff, vacation stuff, all that,
Yeah.
Right? Anything else?
If we want to go over a list of things, it's a short list of things that we would have brought with us next time. There's like 4 things.
Sure.
Not that we needed it, but I would, especially not even just for vacations, just in the house. I would start to look into a first aid kit for dogs. There's a ton on Amazon that I'm going to start looking into and getting one. And they come into small packs this big. You can put one in the car on a day trip, or just keep it in the house. I should have brought flea and tick spray, like a natural one. Which I came across. I didn't feel like we needed it there, but now that it's getting summertime and hot here, I'm gonna get one anyway, so next time we go anywhere, I'm definitely gonna bring it with us.
For sure.
And then, like we said before, the big thing is to make sure, I think you have enough training treats to make sure you keep their attention, especially him, he's a puppy. Everything was so new to him. So there were times we just let him sniff and lead the way, and we were perfectly content with that. But there were times where we needed his attention, and he would listen. We kept his attention, but you need your training treats. They need a reward for listening through that. So
we almost went through a whole bag.
Like the small bag of Zooks. Yeah. We bought one the day after we got there.
Yeah, pretty much the first full day there.
Yeah, and then, we just finished them up today, I think, so 5 days later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever your dog responds to best, make sure you have plenty of that, even if it's little toys or anything, because you want to keep their attention and keep them safe while you're on vacation. So.
Yep. Yeah, and that's it. I think we did a pretty good job packing for him. I didn't feel like, oh man, I should have brought this. I mean, if we didn't have the training treats, we had enough of our own treats that we could have done it, but it just makes things a little simpler.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure that the vacation's enjoyable for you as well as the dog you're taking. So my idea is always make things more simple for yourself, and it'll make it a happier, easier vacation for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and on the way home, we took more breaks, like I said, than on the way there. But we also looked up dog parks along I-95, because if you have an extra, 15, 20 minutes, it's nice to be able to let them get out, stretch their legs a little bit. So yeah, check out your map of wherever you're going and maybe schedule in some stops. And if you can find dog parks, that's even better.
There was actually the one truck stop across the road from where we pulled off at one point, and the truck stop had nothing huge, but it was enough. A dog park area, and even had like some benches and stuff so you could have lunch there. We didn't see it until we left, unfortunately. So that's what kind of sparked us looking up a dog park on the way home. And it was a really cool dog park.
Yeah, it was.
Maine.
It was awesome in Portland. Yeah, it had like a little hill and rocks and
He made
logs
some
and everything.
friends there
Made friends.
with I think it was like a little Frenchie.
Yep. Yeah, it was. So yeah, I mean, I know everybody just puts their destination into their GPS and hits start, but if you take a look at the route beforehand, and you might be able to find some. He's so distracting. Yeah. All right, I think that's it. If there's anything else, I'll write it in the description. All right, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.